Yeah.
It does this. It's like, oh, here we go. No, you got to wait a bit longer.
Right, it's live now. So, hello. This is our Q&A for session for today. I'm DWTODWFA, and this is
SpiderDalek, and yeah, and this is our Q&A thing we're going to do. Hopefully it goes to plan.
yeah. Right.
I'm not sure if it's actually gone live on YouTube because it still says please stand by starting soon.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, hold on. Yep, it's working now.
Okay, cool. Right. You've got a question.
Mhm. Right. I suppose should we start from the first questions and work down because they left some, didn't they? Or if you
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Right. Hints or no, tips. Um, Tips. uh, Probably would be get a good microphone because you need to hear unless you're doing text, in which case you just use text.
yeah.
Um, Editing software is quite key.
Mhm.
A good story, plan it, basically. You got anything?
Like you said with the microphone, yeah, have a good one because I remember when I first started out, I was using a webcam microphone and it was really bad quality. So especially when I was doing Dalek voices, it was it was quite rubbish. You didn't get the right effect. And now that I've got this microphone which I bought for my last birthday, it actually does the job pretty well. So yeah.
Right. What's the next question?
Uh,
I think the next one's for you.
uh, Hi, you beautiful slim dot smiley. Eventually, you're still doing it. I promise you, being there reply. Recorded your lines. Yes, Thomas Banks. I did agree to voice the 11th Doctor, but at the time I was really busy to the point where I couldn't actually reply on YouTube a lot because we were doing something at college that needed 100% concentration on. But yeah, I should be able to still do it. If you want to leave me a message if you've still got the script, yeah, I can fit it in somehow. So I hope that answers your question.
Right. What do you think about Moffat plot holes?
um, yeah, Moffat plot holes. Well, can they technically be plot holes now that we've seen Time of the Doctor? Because before Time of the Doctor, we assumed they were plot holes because they were never answered, and Moffat seemed to be adamant he wouldn't answer them in the episodes that followed. But he sort of has filled in all the gaps that we were worried about. So he sort of redeemed himself in a way.
Yeah, definitely. Should we just go to the next one, or
Uh, yeah. Here's the problem: we haven't prepared like
yeah?
other
Sorry.
like other live events, so they probably have a script and stuff. We're just sort of like testing this out. But yeah.
um, Where in time and space is that? What's our favourite episode? Who are you talking to? Because there's a delay now, isn't there? So they won't.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just go to the next one while we're
Yeah.
waiting for a reply. Is this for me then? Or am I still going to remaster all my old adventures? Um, I ran out of time. I got to 1.7, I think, so I did most of them. The last three I want to do, so if I can, I'll get them out this year, along with Series 2 Part 1 being remastered as well.
Hmm. I suppose that question could be directed to me as well, because obviously there's a lot of stuff that I did that people enjoyed, and then obviously my channels got taken down, so it's
Yeah,
lost forever. Problem is I didn't write scripts for them. I just sort of thought up the idea of how exactly it was going to work and sort of just went ahead. So I don't really have any material that remains that I could do to like remake it again. Of course, most of that stuff is going into an episode that you're going to make, isn't it?
yeah. Episode 2, Diverse Timelines.
Mhm.
Gonna make it worth it.
Yeah. Make up for all of the problems we had with that series, that joint series we were
Yeah,
doing.
yeah. Right, that question was for me. So, what's my favourite episode? What, Moffat or myself? Myself would be. Uh, I really enjoyed making the Time Dilemma, and the same with my 50th. That was really good fun. Um, Portals in Time was actually really good fun. Thanks to Chris for those amazing remixes. Actually,
Yeah.
very well done.
Thanks.
Uh, do you want? Oh, build the TARDIS. Depends which one you're talking about. The first one took 2 months to build. Then I just reused most of the materials for the second one, which took. I still technically haven't finished it. I've done 3/4 of the new one, and that took me, I don't know, 2 months probably. But I started it in August, and it didn't. It turned up in the end of Portals.
The second one didn't take you that long, did it? Because you'd already built it from the first one, and then you just had
Yeah,
to like sort of change little bits.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
What's it now?
oh, Originality. Do you want to go with that one?
Um, we can both do if you want. I mean, like when it comes to originality with figure adventures, when you think up of stuff and then you do it, and then once it's on YouTube, it's no longer really original because people are going to think, "Wow, that's really good. I'm going to put it in mine." Um, and then that originality is then lost with your one. But I suppose it's original for those few minutes when they're first up. But it's difficult because everything that you do now with figure adventures and that is already done in some shape or form, either in the show or someone else has done it. So
Yeah, there's going to
it's
be some sort of overlap, isn't there,
yeah,
sometimes?
it is difficult to think up of originality now because a lot of the ideas have been used. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Right. You've got one next.
um, which one is that one? It's one difficult to keep up. Right, so we had the originality one. Um, the next question's for you about what your favourite episode is.
I just did that though.
Okay. Uh, uh, okay, Robert puts, love your videos. How many have you got planned for the future? Um, right now, I'm not really sure. Um, I'm doing the Fire and Time mini episode, which I'm doing right now, and that's probably going to be the start of uh, a new like sort of mini series of standalone episodes that have little bits that sort of overlap. But I know I was doing the mini episode series before with the new companion story, but the problem was there was so many ideas that I had that I thought were going to be really good that it started to basically fall apart. And yeah, to start again, I'd rather do standalone episodes, because obviously I haven't done one in ages. But yeah, so there's going to be quite a few. Yeah. Next one is by Coke's Too Fizzy. If all the Daleks fell in the crack in time and never existed, and everyone forgot about the stolen Earth, doesn't that mean the woman in Waters of Mars was never inspired to go to Mars? I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay then. That's a Russell T Davies plot hole then, isn't it?
No, that would be a Moffat plot hole because I'm sure. Yeah, because in the 11th, no, not 11th, Victory of the Daleks, he said to Amy why he couldn't remember, or why she couldn't remember the
Yeah,
events of the Stolen Earth. Although I think that's just her because she
yeah.
was exposed to it. It's not everyone. So technically, that still happened. It's just she forgot about it because she was in really close proximity to the crack.
Because obviously she was with it constantly in her room, so
Yeah.
some things would have been lost.
Mhm.
Next question.
Doctor Who, why do your channels keep getting taken down? The first ever one I had, which was Chris 666 Eden, which was started ages ago, years ago. That one got taken down just because of back then I didn't really do many figure ventures. It was just more really rubbish trailers and stuff. And obviously back then the BBC were very cautious about clips from it being uploaded and that. So that was the reason why that got taken down. Then I started SpiderDalek 94, and I started to do a lot of unreleased music. Again, that got noticed by the BBC and YouTube, and the channel got taken down. And then the last one I had got removed because of Google Plus, which ironically is what we're using for this.
Yeah.
But I suppose it worked in favour because it's like a fresh start, and so far it's going well. So yeah. After that, there's no more questions. It's more conversation. There's 13 people watching.
Questions. Um.
Suppose we could talk about the stuff that we've co-produced, like the preservation of the Daleks, which I thought was a really good success.
Yes, that was very
I
good.
did think it wasn't going to happen at one point. Something to get in the way, like it was to us, but no, it went to plan.
We finally got some out in time.
Mm. Mm. I mean, what I like about the story is that not just the fact that like we had written it and we both like filmed it and stuff, but the fact that it actually feels like a proper story. It has that style,
Yeah.
and yeah, and like the music and that helps it along, and just that the pacing of the writing as well.
Yeah.
I think that's another important thing is the pace. It shouldn't be too slow and it shouldn't be too fast. It should just be a
Just
good
right,
balance. Yeah.
Right, I just got a sudden amount of questions just pop up. I don't know about you, but
We should have a refresh question thing on this.
yeah, right. There's one for me. Will Sherlock join the Doctor in Series 4? The question to that is no. It's just for 2 episodes. Well, it would have been 1, now 2 episodes, 4.3 and 4.4.
Mhm.
Next one's for you.
The remix. How long does it take you to make a remix? Not that long. Depending how long it's gonna be. It doesn't really take that long. It's the hard process is trying to just keep making sure it all matches perfectly in like pitch and tempo as well. It's quite difficult. So obviously it keeps going out of sync at points, but it doesn't really take that long. So yeah.
Right. I take it the next one is aimed at both of us.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first, or shall I?
You can go first.
If I were told that I got to show one of my episodes on the BBC, what would I say? I'd say, okay, okay. I'd be extremely shocked, and I'd probably be slightly embarrassed because they could pick a random one that I might not even like to be shown. If I had the choice, I'd probably remake one for for TV, but
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably be slightly nervous about the fact that lots of people would be watching it, but it'd be good to start possibly a career in animation and stuff.
yeah,
But
good link, I suppose.
yeah. Next one, I'm Jamie C1. Are you looking for any voice actors currently? I did for the second episode of my original little mini series I planned, but of course, waiting on some people took quite a while, and then I decided that I'd just keep it to me doing the voices because obviously then there's no delays and stuff, which for right now I don't really want any more delays because it's constantly cancellations and stuff, and it's annoying me as much as it's annoying all of you lot. But yeah. So.
And in mine, at the moment, I'm not looking for anyone because the next two, or should I say one episode, we've all got sorted, haven't we? So
Yeah.
not for now.
Right, what's the next question? Cool. We asked for questions and now we got them. Robert asks for both. Which episode are you looking forward to in my series? I'm not sure. Have you actually like got a list or something, Robert, that we can see? Because I haven't looked at the episodes you're doing in quite a while because of all the other stuff that I've had to do and that. But the stuff I have seen, it's really good.
Yeah. So like, if you can like list a few or something, then we'll pick some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then next question: did the War Doctor affect in any way your plans? For me, not at all. It doesn't really. But it could come out in November, and it wouldn't affect my plans. So
for me, yes, because in the mini series that I was going to make, I can say it now because I probably won't do the idea now. I've probably going to come up with a different one. But it was basically going to be this villain type creature could show people their darkest fears and that. And so when he comes across the Doctor, he would show the War Doctor to the 11th Doctor, and it basically be like sort of like the Dream Lord from Series 5's Amy's Choice, and they'd have like a tug of war battle with each other. Obviously, because the War Doctor's been delayed till God knows when. That's sadly not been possible. But I will do something with the War Doctor action figure. probably won't be anything to do with the Time War though, because that story's been told, and I know a lot of people are probably going to do that. But for me, I don't really see like what you could do with him being in the Time War that's not already been done in the 50th. Next question by Dodger Who. What is your favourite episode in real life Doctor Who? Doctor Who in real life would be cool, wouldn't it? But favourite episode.
I have a couple, but I would do favourite classic, favourite Russell T Davies, and favourite Moffat, because I couldn't pick between all of them.
Yeah.
A single one I would pick out as my all-time favourite. Moffat favourite would, apart from obviously Day, would be 11th Hour, because I really enjoyed that one.
Mhm.
Russell T Davies. Oh, this is hard. Dalek is a good one. Blink, obviously. Girl in the Fireplace, I really enjoyed that one. There's just quite a lot there. Classic, I would say. Terror of the Zygons, I really enjoyed actually. Fourth Doctor one. If you've not seen it, I recommend you go and see that one. Very good episodes. Any of yours?
Well, I've not seen many of the classic episodes. Of course, that's going to change when it gets to Easter, because the Horror Channel's going to show some of them over the Easter weekend, which I'm really looking forward to. But for Russell T Davies, favorite episode in terms of performance, The Idiot's Lantern. For David Tennant's performance in that is really good. But favourite episode for Russell T Davies, for just like because I really liked it. I don't know. I liked Midnight. I know it was one of those low budget, or we've run out of money type things. We can't do much, but I don't know. I think those stories are always really good because it's not about all big CGI and monsters and that. It's more about like the psychological aspect of it. Like I really like that, and it's like the dialogue in that's really well done. Favorite Stephen Moffat story. I liked the Pandora Opens, not the Big Bang.
Yeah, the Big Bang. Just Pandora Opens.
Yeah, because. Yeah, bloody Moffat for making it seem like, oh my god, we're gonna have just monster showdown, and then the next in the Big Bang they're just all turned into stone and gone. But I liked the Pandora Opens because it was a really good story, and it was like from start to finish it was just all systems go. Yeah.
Should we move to the next one? Yeah.
Yep.
How long does it take to write an episode? It depends, to be honest. We've had like 2 or 3 months to write the Sherlock one, and we haven't completed it yet.
No.
So that's a bit of a thingy, but sometimes it takes like a week, sometimes it can take months. It depends on how deep the story has to be honest. Don't know about yours.
I don't. The shocking thing is I don't actually write scripts a lot for episodes, but I just sort of come up with the ideas in my head, pretty much like Stephen Moffat probably does. Obviously he writes them down, but at the time I'm really good at remembering them there and then. And I just like if I come up with an idea, I'll go for it, and it's been working so far. So yeah.
Right. Is Sherlock joining the Doctor in Series 4? No, he's not. Just for the next 2 episodes, which is one episode in total, but just for the Hulock one. What's it like both doing Hulock? It's really, I really enjoyed it actually. So far, it's been really good fun.
Yeah, it was inevitable.
Tricky, yeah, tricky to do.
Yeah, because
He's
the show's established that both of them don't exist to each other, and we had to work out a way where that could actually make that actually work. But,
and you'll find more about that in the special.
yeah. But yeah, it's good that we're doing Hulock.
Stretch to a different thing, stretch out into a different different show. It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Writing for Sherlock is really hard actually. Didn't think it would be so hard, but it is hilarious when you do it.
Yeah, now we know how Mark Gatiss and Stephen Moffat feel when they have to write their episodes. Remember, they're writing 90 minutes.
Yeah.
We're
it took us
writing like a, what? like,
20 to 30 or something, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Have we met any Doctor Who actors in real life? Don't know about you, Chris. You could probably go first.
I don't think. No, I haven't. Sadly.
Okay, well, I've got a list here. Most of them were at the 50th convention, so that's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I've been in the same room as Elizabeth Sladen, but I didn't actually meet her. But she was in the same. I was at a convention where she was there. Met-wise, I've met the 5th, 6th, and 7th Doctors. Sophie Aldred, Katie Manning. I forgot her name. I can't believe I did that. Nicola Bryant, that's it. Jenna Coleman. Does it count if I was like feet away? Then I'd say Tom Baker and Matt Smith, but that's about it, I think.
I suppose it would count because you're in their presence. You've seen them.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, then I'll say I've met Tom Baker and Matt Smith then, and Stephen Moffat and Nicholas Briggs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you prefer Sherlock or Doctor Who?
Oh.
That is a hard one. Writing Doctor Who for hilarity, Sherlock, because it was fantastic writing for that prequel. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Don't know about you. Which one you prefer?
I don't prefer one over the other. I mean, I think they both have each have good qualities. They're both really good. I think I'm gonna have to say Doctor Who just because I've obviously watched it longer than Sherlock. Obviously, Sherlock came out or started.
2010, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Doctor Who was on before Sherlock, but Sherlock is just as good as Doctor Who. Writing wise, it's on par, and like production and filming wise, it's the same as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Next one, yeah.
Nice
Why
to
am
you.
I called? Yeah. Why am I called DWTODWFA? Well, it stands for an old channel that I did back in 2009 and then in 10, called Doctor Who / Talkshood Online. Basically, it was my first attempts at doing anything, and I decided to make a channel, and I started with DWTO 2010 because that's when I made that one, which is my first channel. Then 24th of November I decided to expand and do Figure Adventures, and that's the old one that is still here. And then why did I make a new channel? Because I received 2 fake copyright strikes which I couldn't remove myself. I did try to. I even contacted the people, and they said they didn't even send it. So something went horribly wrong there last year. I know it's happened to other people as well. They got fake ones for no reason, but I couldn't manage to take them off. So just for the safety, I decided to move to a new one. Technically, it wasn't new. It's been open since 2011. I just haven't told anyone about it. It was like 0 subscribers until last October.
Mm.
So yeah, this is just a backup until those strikes are gone, which should be May.
Mhm.
Next one, you can do that one since I just heard a lot.
Are you ever going to use Capaldi? Me, probably not, unless they bring out a 5-inch version in his costume, which could be likely. I know that
But now, do
someone
we?
asked Character Options about it and said that obviously that would be more to Underground Toys liking, but they said it is possible that they are going to bring out a few new series figures through Underground Toys, but it would be really like far apart between them. That's why we've not heard a lot of new action figure news.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to use the 3.75 figures unless.
No.
I mean, the story was with them was that I was going to do it once I'd seen the TARDIS playset, because obviously you've got to have the essentials. You've got to have the Doctor, the companion, some of the monsters, the exterior of the TARDIS, and then obviously the console room. I've seen like mock-up shots of the console room, and it looks all right, but then it was said that it basically got declined to be made either as like a collect and build or just as one solid playset, and now it's been pushed back until 2015. So yeah, my judgment was on the TARDIS playset, and since it's not coming out for ages, I'm probably not going to do any 3.75 adventures. But you never know, it might change. I don't know. But for right now, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. I'll stick with 5-inch.
Yeah. It's much wider range of monsters and
Yeah.
years. Yeah. Next one.
Yep. Harry Robbins asks, when Clara comes out as a figure, will you use it? Well, Clara is already out as a 3.75 figure, and while it's good, me personally am probably not going to use it just because it's basically 3.75, and it'd be a pain to film with the 5-inch because you'd have to like set up the camera so it looks like a different perspective and stuff to get away with it. But I'm not. I know James has used the Clara, and yeah, but but yeah. I mean, if they
currently use it, yeah.
Yeah, if they do bring out a 2-pack of Clara and Peter Capaldi as a 5-inch, then yeah, I'd get that and
yeah, definitely
do that. Yeah, but I doubt Clara would come out as a 5-inch. Capaldi more so, but Clara I'm not sure. That's already been like debunked by Al that that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. I obviously still use Clara, but I put it in with 5-inch, and then most of the time I can get away with her looking 5-inch, but 1 or 2 shots she does look a bit small, or I have to edit on some sort of Photoshop or something. But for now, I will be using Clara as a 3.75-inch, but as a 5-inch version.
It's difficult because like with the Clara, you can obviously tell that it's really small because the sculpting of it is like really intricate and that. And when you compare it to the 5-inch, you notice that there's there is a difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is difficult. But yeah.
Yeah. Who is your favourite Doctor? That's a hard one. I can't pick one, but I will pick a few. Ninth because he was my first, my first one. 11th because he was so good at it, and obviously Tom Baker, excellent, and obviously special mention to William Hartnell because without him it wouldn't be possible.
Yep. Yeah, mine would probably be Christopher Eccleston because it's how I got into Doctor Who, and yeah, he was my Doctor. But then I did like David Tennant until he got to the end of series 4, and then I do like, or I did like Matt Smith. It's just a shame that he sort of went out in the worst possible way.
Yeah, I would have preferred if he's. Yeah, I would have preferred if he left like next year. To be honest, but
It's a shame because in the Behind the Lens, he actually does say to Jenna that they feel
Should've
they've
done one more year.
matured as you know, the Doctor and companion, and they could have shown more. But yeah.
Yeah. Right. We've done our favourite episodes, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's no more questions after that. Anybody else got more questions?
I've got some more.
Okay. Mine's probably just delayed. Oh, here we go.
Was it being at the XL50 convention? It was really, really exciting because it was my first proper convention. It was slightly weird because I was in the presence of other people on YouTube as well. They didn't know it, but I knew who they were. Did I tell you guys I was right next to Thomas?
Oh yeah,
Chapman
yeah,
in the
you
line.
did, yeah. That was
I
funny.
stood right next to him for like 10 minutes,
And he never knew.
giggling to myself, thinking he doesn't have a clue who I am, but I know who he is. So, but yeah, it was very exciting, very good. One in the what is he called? I forgot what the saying is, but what chance in a lifetime, something like that. But it was definitely worth it.
Yeah. Where in time and space? Which episode would you show? Are you referring to like episodes we've done, or and show it where?
Wasn't that the BBC question?
Possibly. Um. Hmm.
Hang on.
I'm not sure which episode I'd show. Possibly the one where the 11th Doctor fights the cyborg villain on the top of the Empire State Building. That one.
That was good.
Yeah, I like that one a bit. But yeah, I'd probably show that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd show either Time Dilemma, Portals in Time, or my 50th. Although most people seem to enjoy Adrift more, so maybe Adrift because that was fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
Do we like jellyfish?
Jellyfish. I've never actually seen a jellyfish.
I've seen one, but it was a baby one, but it wasn't like. So, do I like them? They haven't harmed me, so yes, I do.
Yeah, they're alright.
Right, we've got a response from Robert.
Knock knock. Yes, I did like the look of that one. I of course was gonna voice the Nebulsa as it says there, but then I got extremely busy with other stuff and sadly couldn't do it. But I liked what I saw of that episode.
Yeah. And I would also say Museum of the Daleks because I remember you telling me about it. So
Yes,
I
those
would look forward
animated
to getting that.
Dalek images were really, really good.
Favorite scene in each series?
Um, hmm.
That's quite a hard one, isn't it?
Well, for me, I'd probably say in The Idiot's Lantern when the 10th Doctor goes up against that guy, I've forgotten his name. When he's like, I am talking, and he's like, I'm not listening. That was really funny.
Yeah.
But and I've seen video where someone's done a parody with like Matt Smith on Stonehenge where he says I'm talking, and then it's it's David Tennant going, I'm not listening. That was really good. Uh,
Honestly, can't think of an exact scene that I would pick.
there's quite a lot.
Yeah. Can I take because it's a series? What about obviously 2013? If we count 2013 specials towards the end, either the Tom Baker curator scene, obviously all the Doctors, and I could, if I'm allowed, I'd like to take Night of the Doctor because that was fantastic surprise.
Yeah. And I liked Moffat's response to that more about when he said that if they're going to get a response like that, he said he'd take the minisodes more seriously and give them more of a budget and a proper production, which sounds really good because the stuff on series 5 and 6 is quite dull.
Yeah.
Well, it's good, but it doesn't really fit in with the series. It's more like here's extra content. I think they should go. What Night of the Doctor did so well is it was actually like a proper story, and it's actually really well done. Like I didn't think it was like a mini episode. I was thinking it was like part of Day of the Doctor, because like the production and the budget on that was like way up. You could tell they really took their time on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fact they're saying that that's the route they're probably going to take now is really good.
Yeah. Right, we're close to running out of time.
Right.
I think we're like 40 minutes in. It's only an hour, so we'll probably have to start being a bit faster with answers.
Yeah. TWS3A. It says, do you feel like you've got to make better episodes after each one? Spectacularly speaking, explosions, alien planets effects. I always try to beat the last one I've done. I basically tend to push myself in the stuff I can do on Sony Vegas. Of course, with this Fire and Time one I'm doing right now, I probably never would have been able to achieve the stuff I'm doing for that years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm always trying to make it better than the last one.
With me, I try to every episode try to improve it some way, because if you look back at like 2011 and 12, it was absolutely awful. I didn't have hardly anything, but mainly because I've now got access to After Effects now, haven't I? So obviously it will improve a little bit more as we go on. So
I think another tip for making episodes and editing and stuff is to just keep doing it, keep practicing.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
obviously it's going to be quite bad at the beginning, but if you keep practicing, you learn more, and then you become as good and experienced at it as we all are. So Yeah, it's just practice. Practice makes perfect. So yeah.
Okay, next one. Name all the actors to play the Doctor who can never do it the fastest wins. Oh,
Oh dear, it's a mouthful, isn't it?
yeah, we can definitely name them, but
Yeah.
we
Do
depends on who can do it
it
fastest.
fast. I can't do it super fast. I'll probably muck up at some point.
uh, who should go first? Do you want to go first?
Right, oh, here we go. William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee. Oh God,
My God, already?
it's like you're trying to think of the order in your head, and then you try and say it. That's the problem when you try and say it so fast, you forget.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Oh, are we including John Hurt in this? Because if we are, then that's an extra name. If not, you've forgotten one.
Oh dear.
William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, John Hurt, Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, and Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. I like the beginning. It was like
Yeah. Those will be the next Doctor.
Oh.
Right.
Right. Next question. MMI. Which episode are you looking forward to most out of series 4 and 5? Like, what is your favourite episode from
I
series
guess
4 and
that's for
5?
me.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay.
Oh, series 4. I'm really looking forward to the first. Oh, this is really hard because you're making me choose between my own ideas. Oh my God. Um, the finale will be quite cool. I'll do it by ideas because obviously I haven't written them all yet. But series 5, there's a cracking episode for the second one, but it's technically episode 3 because it's in two parters now. But called the Lambent Ones, which you know of now, Chris, don't you?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's brand new story, brand new monster. I think the only brand new monster in the series. I think the rest, I think, are old ones, but very good. I really enjoy that. I'm really looking forward to doing that one. It's set in Mexico, and obviously I can't tell you too much about it because that's a secret. Series 4, apart from, I'm going to exclude Who's on Baker Street because obviously that's going to be my favourite, and say second because we're finally going to get some of the material that we have out, and it's going to be a very timey-wimey, and the finale because that's a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's about it. I can't say anything. Oh, series 5, the last two of us, the final finale is something that I've been wanting to do for ages. Sontarans and Rutans. I've been wanting to do this like since 2012, which I finally got around to doing. So, oh, that's tricky.
Mhm.
Right.
Next question is, when are you going to do another one of these? Well, I like them. I think it's a great way to connect with
Yeah.
all of you lot, and also to discuss stuff and ask questions. Yeah, I like it. So
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do more of these. Although we're doing Google Hangouts, which are really really funny. Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably going to do more of these.
Yeah. Once everyone's thought of enough questions.
Yeah, and if we've actually prepared it beforehand.
Yeah. Slowly they get better and better.
Mm.
Did you get I think you skipped one.
Did I? Let's have a look. Are you going to do a Sherlock series? I'm probably not. What we're doing, I think, is a one-off, really.
Yeah, the Hulock is a one-off. If it goes well, then I may possibly, if enough people want to do it, then I'll do a series probably end of the year next year. Depends on what the time, how much
Yeah.
time I have.
Yeah.
What is coming, both of us, story-wise?
Story-wise.
Now, we have to be careful here because this could be spoiling a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. Story-wise, I have series 4 and 5, and I've sort of told you some of the stuff. But I can't really say much, to be honest.
I can say that, like, I've already said I'm going to be doing standalone episodes, but they're going to have little bits that overlay into each other, and we'll obviously, come to a conclusion at the end. I can say that, like, the Atraxia are going to be in the first one I'm doing, the Fire and Time one, because I already announced that on Twitter. And I plan to do stories with all of the police force species. I'm going to do something with them because I think they deserve a bit more exposure than they have in the show. Yeah. And obviously we're going to be doing stuff for FA Day, which I'm looking forward to.
And what have we both got planned? Well, we cannot say that because that would be spoiling. But I know. Are you doing like a documentary or something?
I was going to do a vlog type video where I basically explain how I started doing them and basically what I've said before with like the channels and being taken down and stuff, just explaining how I got to where I am now. But I do have something planned as well, like actually action figure related planned, but I can't really say that.
Where did you get Sherlock props and sets for your Baker Street apartment? Props wise, there are some that you can find online from like the laptops and some other bits. Some are from AFT. The rest I have made myself using the templates of AFT. So like doorways, I would use one with a door and then redo it on Photoshop. So that's how it was all made.
Yeah.
Classic series episode.
I haven't seen
that many of you.
I've seen clips and stuff, but I've not seen them as proper whole episodes.
No.
But that will change on, like I said, on the horror channel over the Easter weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Terror of the Gigons, and we can move on to the next one. Can I voice for you one day? Depends if I have space. So maybe. It's the same with everyone, basically. What fonts and effects do you use to make your titles, e.g. trailer fonts, coming soon? I currently use Contacts, which is a font you can find really easily.
And it's what the BBC use for Series 7 onwards.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Any difference for you?
I used a font which I think they used for Series 5, which was something MT Universal, I think. I've forgotten. I know it had Universal and MT in it, but it's what they used for that Coming Soon title card that they had used in Series 5 and 6. Yeah. And to get the effect of like the glowing and stuff, we used the bump map feature to make that whole like movement effect, and then we used glow and used like a purple one for the Series 5, and then for the Series 7 with the Contacts font, we just use white glow because they seem to use very basic stuff that even we can do.
Okay, we've got 5 minutes left, so we got to hurry.
Right. Okay.
What do we have to plan for unlimited? A few minisodes or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I've still got to decide what I'm probably going to do with that, but I'll probably contribute in some way.
When did you start collecting Doctor Who figures, and how did the Figure Adventures come to mind? I started right from the very beginning, and actually, I didn't know that anyone actually made Figure Adventures before 2009. I was just playing with mine like any kid would, and then came on YouTube and found out that loads of other people do it, so I just went from there. Don't know about you.
I just had to get my drink. I started collecting them in 2006 when they brought out the first wave, and that was really good. I started doing Figure Adventures in probably a year later. They were rubbish though back then. But yeah.
Oh, I've lost. Right, there we go. Have you ever had a toffee dodger? My friend threw out one and didn't like it either. In actual fact, I am not keen on jammy dodgers. That's all I'll say. And no, I haven't had a toffee one.
I've never had a jammy dodger or a toffee dodger.
That's that one easy. Right. Yeah, I know about the After Effects thing. Yeah, I will do that from now on. It's just that up until my basically every episode until Sherlock is without After Effects. So from now onwards will be much better.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun. Can you do a 10th Doctor impression? Nope. You?
I'm probably not going to. It's quite. My David Tennant impression is a bit blah. I still need to improve on that. That's why I haven't. If you've noticed, any episode I've done with David Tennant has never actually been completed. But yeah. So
right.
I'll probably end it here now. Sadly. But
Yeah.
it was good. Definitely
thanks for all your questions. We're gonna have to wrap up now because it's like 2 minutes to go. So if you have any last questions, hurry up because we've literally got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Now. Right. Will any other Sherlock characters, apart from John and Sherlock, in Sherlock? There will be. I don't know if you noticed. There was references to. Obviously, you heard. What's her name?
Mrs. Hudson.
Mrs. Hudson, that's it. You heard Mrs. Hudson, and there was a reference to, obviously, Greg. We will not... I don't think we'll be doing any featuring, like... There won't be an appearance, but we probably will reference them in some way.
I'm sure we could do, like, a scene with a phone call where you can hear them on the other end, but they won't actually appear. There's no action figures that would look like any of the characters, really. So.
So that's basically your answer. It'll either be audio or just referenced.
Yeah.
Any more? Getting very close to the time now.
We're probably going to do a Google Hangout later or something.
Yeah.
But with a load of other people. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll actually use my microphone now it's done. Yeah, it works.
I think we are nearly there.
Have you ever tried fingers in custard? No, I haven't.
Yes, I have. I have, and it was really nice actually.
I need to try that.
I did it a couple of years ago, but yeah, I think that's us done now.
Mhm.
So we'll see you later.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.